Cormac, I'm convinced that leading an organization through change is the single biggest challenge facing leaders today.
The leaders we meet, they're passionate about what they want to do with their business. They have such clear vision of where they want to go. But the question they often ask is, how do I bring my people with me?
How do you build that internal capability? I think the system we've developed brings it all together.
Ian, the 5 practices are fantastic. And the insight that you had is this idea of simplicity at the beginning. How do we take this chief executive's vision? Everybody wants to jump to action immediately, and it can end up in a mess of complexity. So one of the things that's so important is to get this single page view, to get this single articulation of the vision in a way that everybody can understand. It's critically important to bring the staff with you in the change program.
Recent example, working with a very senior manager and their concern that they didn't want to walk into a room without providing the answers. So the solution is equipping managers to become better coaches.
Absolutely.
So through our coaching and mentoring process, they will get comfortable, and not only that, they will get skillful at really engaging their employees to be more effective. That leads on to the next practice, which is about driving action. And one of the things that surprises me a lot about driving action is it starts with making a simple request.
Managers find that stuff difficult.
It's not just managers, it's down the organization.
So really what the important part of a leader in a transformation program is to discover and design what are those requests we need to take.
The action is so important. And what we've done to develop that with the learning practices, I think it's something a bit different. But actually the big challenge is to find the guy that's doing it right, and then being able to get other people to say, you know what? I could try that. I could give that a go. It sounds very simple, but actually building a practice around that, I think that's something that we have got right.
Cormac, that's great. I really see that's really important.
The question is then, is this delivering results?
Exactly. So if you look at the financial crisis recently, I would attribute the failure down to a couple of things, but one that stands out for me is the incentivization process.
And that's all about measures, isn't it?
And that's all about putting in place short-term measures. We look at the behavioral aspects of a transformation program. We look at the measures that you need to support the right sorts of behaviors, and we put them in place.
Getting your team engaged in change and getting our 5 practices working within the program can really help that program work. The most important thing for a change program is ultimately to build new capability.